And the first person welcome, Your Excellency. Welcome, Your Excellency. Very well, there you go. The details are up. Welcome, Your Excellency. And there you go. The signature is up as well. Easy does it. Round of applause, please. Very well. There you go. The details are up. Thank you very much. Allow me now to call upon Your Excellency Senior Counsel Dr. Stephen Kalonzo. Welcome, Monsieur Oka. Welcome, sir. And there you go. The signature is up as well. Easy does it. Well, we didn't have a provision for a Buffalo soldier. Very well. There you go. The details are
Thank you
up.
very much.
w.tumechoka.com. Allow me now to call upon. I'll say that again for the sake of our viewers at home. www.tumechoka.com. And the first person to come up to sign for us in this brand new platform, with all humility, may I request Your Excellency Engineer Dr. Raila Odinga to please proceed to the big seat, assisted by our IT expert for the first signature. And the first person to come up to sign for us in this brand new platform, with all humility, may I request Your Excellency Engineer Dr. Raila Odinga to please proceed to the big seat, assisted by, as indicated earlier, for the first signature. And the first person, the primary detail in order to populate the rest of your details as captured in the database is ID number or passport, or as used to register as a voter. So His Excellency Dr. Odinga is now keying in his ID number, and as you can see, his details have already come up. That's Kibra constituency, Makina ward, And now he's proceeding to sign. May I request a round of applause, please? As you can see, this is fully digital. Very successful. And thank you, Your Excellency, for that. Another round of applause. Remember, we are garnering for 15 million signatures. Thank you, Your Excellency. With your permission, allow me to call upon to sign as well Your Excellency Senior Counsel Honorable Martha Wangare Karua. Welcome, Your Excellency. Very well. There you go. The details are up. And there you go. The signature is up as well. Easy does it. Round of applause, please. Successful. Thank you very much. Allow me now to call upon Your Excellency Senior Counsel Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Welcome, sir. Well, we didn't have a provision for a buffalo soldier. www.tumechoka.com. I'll say that again for the sake of our viewers at home. www.tumechoka.com. And the first person to come up to sign for us in this brand new platform, with all humility, may I request Your Excellency Engineer Dr. Raila Odinga to please proceed to the big seat.
Mainly members of the media, even as we invite you to this place, I was thrilled to watch the presentation and a famous lady born in Nigeria. I think she works in the UK. She's one of the anchors of CNN, Zain Asha. What happened in Kamukunji was given absolutely important airtime. And so the world is aware of what's going on in our beloved country. Allow me then to invite our brother, Raila Odinga, our leader, to come and make an important statement. Mainly members of the media, even as we invite you to this place, I was thrilled to watch the presentation and a famous lady born in Nigeria. I think she works in the UK. She's one of the anchors of CNN, Zain Asha. What happened in Kamukunji was given absolutely important airtime. And so the world is aware of what's going on in our beloved country. Allow me then to invite our brother, Raila Odinga, our leader, to come and make an important statement. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a statement by Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition on the launch of a digital signature platform. And I just want to announce, before I read the statement, that this platform is now up and running, and any Kenyan, wherever they are, you can just go to www.tumechoka.com and you will be able to access it. Last week, we announced the launch of a program of collecting signatures for the purposes of taking back the powers we delegated to our leaders. The exercise, which is ongoing, is meant to express the people's displeasure with Ruto and the raft of punitive, unfair, and unjust taxes that he has decided to impose on the people without the people's consent. This is part of the campaign of resistance, the civil disobedience and citizens' actions that we have decided to pursue to force Ruto and his regime to respect and listen to the people. The Finance Act 2023 clearly exposed the fact that our leaders have decided to take instructions from the executive, and the executive has decided to pursue its own wishes regardless of what the people feel or say. Both the legislature and the executive have ganged up against the people, and the people have been left on their own. In return, the people have decided, rightly, to gang up against the executive and the legislature. The people have decided to invoke Article 1 of the Constitution. The process we are engaging in is about the deliberate policy decisions by the Kenya Kwanza regime to make life unbearable to a great majority of Kenyans, despite the consistent appeal by Kenyans for the regime to take actions to lessen their burden. The digital platform we have unveiled today is complementary to all other efforts and platforms, including civil disobedience, tax boycotts, and defiance that are meant to compel the regime to repeal the Finance Act 2023 and take deliberate steps to lower the cost of living. These actions are also meant to compel the regime to address all the weighty issues that we have been pushing for, including a bipartisan reconstitution of the IEBC, audit of the 2022 elections, and an end to the invasion and compromising of parties and members of parliament. The digital platform we have unveiled today will therefore run alongside manual or physical signature collection. And we urge Kenyans to feel free to choose between digital and manual platforms, whichever they are comfortable with. We are aware that Kenya Kwanza has questioned where we will take the signatures and the legality of the exercise. We don't expect them to understand. They don't understand the people's power as at now, but with the time, they will do. But they need to understand, we will not take it to the Kenya Kwanza IBC or their compromised parliament. We take this early opportunity to thank the 1.2 million people who have signed so far. We appeal to more people to come out and append their signatures to this historic undertaking. Note that 1.2 million people have signed this far. As we launch this, our citizens' engagement forums that we started in Kamukunji last week will continue. And Kamukunji will not be confined to Nairobi. As the people demonstrated last week, Kamukunji will be everywhere and anywhere across the country where Kenyans gather in the name of justice and well-being. We sincerely thank the people who turned out and spoke loudly, boldly, and fearlessly in the Western, Coast, Central, Nyanza, Rift Valley, Northeastern, and of course, Nairobi last week. And Eastern. Sorry. We take note that in the course of our otherwise peaceful activities across the country, Kenya Kwanza responded with live bullets and killed people in various parts of the country. In Nairobi, there was an attempt to assassinate the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, yours truly. We know they are getting it very wrong and missing the point that what Kenyans have started is a self-propelling movement. It has never been and will never be about an individual. Just like the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. or the detention of Nelson Mandela did not stop the march for civil rights and freedom in the USA and South Africa, and that of Mahatma Gandhi in India. No amount of shooting, tear gas, or even assassination will stop the march of history in this country. However, we intend to move to court and institute prosecution against individual officers who are involved in unconstitutional and illegal actions against protesters in the course of our activities. Our activities are protected by the Constitution. By resorting to civil disobedience and protests, we can't be wrong unless the law itself is wrong. Kenyans must never be made to believe that they are wrong when they protest. We therefore ask Kenyans to film, photograph, and record all those police officers who shoot at or in any other way hurt protesters in the course of our activities. Such officers are acting in disregard for the Constitution, and we must make them pay for their illegal activities. We are back tomorrow at Kamukunji, Nairobi, and Kamukunjis elsewhere and everywhere across the country. Once again, we appeal to Kenyans to come out in even bigger numbers and make their voices heard. With the time, Ruto will respect Kenyans. What we started last week was only the first wave. Tomorrow, we must return with an even greater force and in greater numbers. And we must keep doing this until Ruto listens and respects Kenyans. Finally, and most importantly, let us stay united. We need unity now more than ever. With unity, the fight won't be long, and we will get many of the things we desire and deserve. Let us stick together until the end. See you in Kamkunji tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you.
But there's a message. There's a message from this side.
There's a message.
There's a message.
And talk about
Take the question, then response.
A message to William Ruto and his illegitimate regime. We are aware that you have unleashed Gachagua to plan evil for the leaders of the mountain region. We are aware of your plans, and we want to warn you and tell the world that if anything happens to the leaders from the mountain or their families, it will be on you. I also hasten to add, the blood of the protesters who were killed with live bullets is upon you. We want to ask you to cease waging warfare against your people when they exercise their constitutional rights. We want to remind the armed people, the police, that what we are doing is for you as well. We know you are hurting in your pockets, just like all Kenyans. When we seek a better Kenya for all, it includes you. Avoid being used to wage war on the people. And remember, when you do that, as our leader has said, we will come for you, because we are going to prosecute those who contravene the law. Thank you.
So I wanted to add, you've seen what has happened to Jubilee. The coup which has been orchestrated by Kenya Kwanza in Jubilee, attempting to take over the party, and they're using political parties tribunal to justify what is a criminal act. As all of you know, since the reintroduction of multi-party politics in our country, 1992, any member of parliament who defects from his political party that sponsored him in parliament must resign or lose his seat and face a by-election. This is what these other members of parliament are trying to avoid, and now being criminally supported by the political parties tribunal to purport to be taking over a political party. And this move is not only aimed at Jubilee, it is aimed actually at crippling Azimio. That's where it must be interpreted. And we really just also want to warn political parties tribunal. You are going to be together in the line of those people who are anti-people, who are trying to undermine the democratic gains which have been obtained by the people of Kenya at a great cost. We are watching. Thank you.
I want to show them the papers. Perhaps in addition to that, this madness by Ruto with being obsessed of destroying Jubilee and by extension the party that may have more people from Mount Kenya started way back in 2020. And what our leader has said about the business tribunal being cautious in what they do is spot on. With me here, I have the judgment that will be delivered today at 2:30, this afternoon, already signed. And for the benefit of Kenyans, judgments signed are never available before they are delivered. This was delivered yesterday, and in fact, you can see the date of yesterday is on it. but it's being delivered. It was available yesterday, but being delivered today. This is appeal number 3, and it's telling. The fact that those who are pushing a coup within Jubilee had already a judgment in their favor with them yesterday. You don't need to be told more of what is happening there. We also were aware of the judgment that was delivered yesterday. The result was delivered to us by Akina Kanini Kega through their tweets over the weekend. So it is clear that within the system, they are the ones in charge of that process, and they are the ones pushing for the collapse of Jubilee as one of the parties that is targeted within Azimio fraternity, and it is a clear indication of their desire to kill multi-partyism in this country. We have done a letter to the tribunal, which will be delivered today, complaining about the availability of their judgments, and especially those by the majority, because the minority judgments are not available ahead of the time. Where they are writing them, sasa imekuwa ingine. Those people held meetings in bars to plan for the ouster of Jubilee. This group of tribunal members are also writing their judgments in bars, those in the majority. And that is why we are where we are. So I want to say that whatever it is that we do, we have hope that the High Court will deal with the matter. We will move to the next level. That is the High Court, and we have faith that the High Court, like it has demonstrated, will deliver better judgment on this matter than before. Kwa members wa Jubilee, chama ODM without Raila is not ODM. Kama chama si tu ati kwa sababu mtu amechukua bakuri ukibie naye watu watakufuata, utaenda na hiyo bakuri yako mwenyewe. We know what we are doing. We, the genuine leaders of Jubilee, will give the final direction when and as it becomes necessary. But for now, let us remain united within Azimio and pushing for this maandamano. Kesho mtokee, wale wameimba chama wawaone ya kwamba mnajielewa, nyinyi sio buffoons kama wale. Asanteni sana.
Thank you.
I think that's it.
That's okay.
Give them a chance.
Tomorrow, you need to emphasize that appeal of the Kenya working. Okay, emphasize enough.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, as Leo announced that there will be a return of process, taxi drivers are also taking, are also protesting. Truck drivers are the same. Is it a coincidence or is it part of the...
Oh my. You answered your own question.
Well, I guess that question is being put to the wrong person. But, you know, there's always conspiracy of circumstances. You know, circumstances conspire when the subject itself is ripe. And that's what actually has happened, that this conspiracy of circumstances. But wacha nichukue fursa hii vile vile na niseme kwa Kiswahili ya kwamba nataka Wakenya wote kila mahali, wale wafuasi wa Azimio, wafuasi wa baba na mama na Kalonzo na Malwa na Paranya na Wajakoya na Wairia na Nduritu Muridhi, wote na wale ambao wameumizwa, hata wale wa Kenya Kwanza ambaye wanataka mabadiliko wanaumia, nyinyi nyote mwalikwa kesho. Nataka mjumuike kesho, muonyeshe ulimwengu mzima ya kwamba punda imechoka.
Last one.
Yes, Apollo TV 47. You've said you don't expect Kenya Kwanza to understand the issue of signatures, but they are also criticizing, saying what's the end game of the collection of these signatures. What's your reply to them?
You see, let them, you know, because they themselves are saying what the Constitution provides. They are forgetting about Article 1 of the Constitution. Because that Article 1 is very, very clear. It says that the sovereignty in the Republic of Kenya is invested in the people of Kenya. They can exercise it directly or through delegated authority to those whom they have elected. Okay? So when they now go ahead and tell you what the Constitution provides as to how to change a government, that is under the delegated authority. But they don't look at that power being exercised directly by the people. It has not been done before. So then let me just wait and see. Let me wait and see where we are going to end.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
www.tumechoka
mjini wa Moria, mwaka ya Karua, huku ni Bombeta Baranya, huku Pamwangi wa Iria, huku Pandile Nderitu Muridhi, Jeremia Kioni, Kiade Ukango. Haya ni wanaazimio. Mjumbe Bwana Orero. Tukapa na Bwana Watof. Ana Bwana Ogeto. Sasa tumekuja
hapa kwa Kenyatta. Leo hii tumekuwa na mkutano kama wanaazimio. Alafu leo vile tumezindua kuwekwa kwa sahihi ya wananchi ya kusema ya kwamba hawana imani na serikali bandia ya William Ruto na Gachagua. Tumesema tunataka kusanya masahihi milioni 10. Mko tayari? Mko tayari? Sasa ukitaka unaweza kuweka kwenye karatasi au unaweka kwa kielektroniki. Unaingia tu kwa simu yako, upate network pale, alafu unaweka www.tumechoka.com. Tumechoka.com. Tumechoka. Umeona vile imeandikwa pale? Tumesema pale. Sorry, www.tumechoka.net. Tumechoka.net. Sawa. Ukisema na hapo unaweka kitambulisho yako, namba yako ya ID. Unaweka pekee hapo. Alafu utaweka constituency, utaweka ile ward na polling station. Unaona vizuri? Tunataka jamaa wajue ya kwamba hawajui. Ati Wakenya wamechoka, sio? Tumewaambia na sisi tuliwatahadharisha. Tukiwasema vile tumeona Wakenya wamechoka. Gharama imekuwa juu zaidi. Gharama ya matatu iko juu. Bei ya unga iko juu. Bei mafuta iko juu. Nauli ya nyumba iko juu. Stima iko juu. Maji iko juu. Kila kitu iko juu. Karo ya shule ni hiyo. Tukawaambia msiongeze ingine. Ruto hakusikia. Anasema yeye ndiye anajua. Warudi nyumbani. Si warudi nyumbani? Warudi kwa kura tena. Tumesema wacheni na vyama vya Azimio, wacheni na Jubilee. Jubilee wacheni naye. Ibaki kama Jubilee, sio? Kwa hiyo sisi tumesema tunataka IBC ambaye sisi wenyewe tumeshirika kukuweka. La sivyo sisi tutaunda IBC yetu. Sawa? Kama mbaya ni nini? Sheria imesema katiba ati mamlaka katika Jamhuri ya Kenya iko mikononi ya wananchi wa Kenya. Wananchi wanaweza kutumia hiyo uwezo moja kwa moja au kupitia kwa wale wabunge ambao wamechagua. Lakini kwa sababu wabunge wamekuwa malaya, wananunuliwa kule, wanapiga kura kinyume na matakwa ya wananchi. Wananchi sasa wanachukua mamlaka mkononi mwao, sio sawa? Mnaunga mkono? Wangapi wanaunga mkono? Nione hapa. Aja Oparanya sema jambo hapa haraka.
Hamujambo wananchi? Kesho mjitokeze kwa wingi, tukutane kule Kamkunji kwa mambo ya maandamano. Nani ako tayari? Ako tayari? Maandamano. Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka.
Haya, asanteni Kenyatta Market hoye! Asanteni kwa ukarimu wenu. Tumekula nyama tamu, lakini wananchi wa kawaida hawapati. Kwa hivyo ni shida, na tunakubali kwamba lazima tuungane, tuwe kitu kimoja, bila hata kujali wewe kama ni Azimio ama ni KK. Kila mtu anaumia, sio? Na tunaambia hata polisi wetu wao wenyewe wanaumia. Kwa hivyo wasije wanatupatupa tear gas ovyo ovyo. Kesho Kamkunji itakuwa kila mahali Kenya hii. Wangapi watajitokeza? Asanteni sana. Wacha kijana Eugene Wamalo awasalimie.
Kenyatta Market oye! Mnajua mtu anaitwa Zakayo? Si Zakayo ameongeza ushuru? Kama uko hapa Nairobi na umechoka na Zakayo, unataka Zakayo ashukishe ushuru, uweke sahihi, uambie Zakayo tumechoka. Wangapi wanasema tumechoka? Nione mikono. 93% ya Wakenya mliambia Zakayo asiongeze ushuru, na Zakayo akaongeza ushuru. Kesho mujitokeze, sababu katiba inasema hivi, kipengele cha kwanza, we the people. Semeni we the people. We the people. Sisi wa Kenya ndio wenye Kenya. Mtaonyesha Zakayo kesho? Zakayo ashuke, tulete mama Martha Karua.
Wananchi oye! Wananchi oye! Kazi ile tuko nayo ni kidogo. Ni harambe ya kumsukisha Zakayo ashuke chini. Tulimpatia notisi ashuke akakataa. Wakati wa kumshukisha kama wananchi umefika. Weka sahihi yako, waelewe tuko wengi, aende nyumbani kwao Sugoi. Jitokeze kwa maandamano na kuweka sahihi, tutoe Zakayo. Asanteni sana. Mwangi wa Iria.
Kenyatta oye! Kenyatta oye! Hawa watu wametuambia kwamba Kenya ni kampuni na wao ndio wenye hisa na sisi sio wenye hisa. Kwa hivyo wanaweza tuwekea kodi kwa nguvu. Kuanzia leo tumesema tumechoka. Semeni tumechoka. Tumechoka. Hiyo kodi ambao wametuwekea tumekataa. Hii nyingine pia tukatae. Tukose kulipa maji, sawa sawa? Mtu akikukatia maji, unaita neighbor, mnafukuza. Sitima pia akisema anataka kukata stima, fukuza yeye. Shule zikifunguliwa hakuna kulipa school fees. Wale ambao wanataka kulipa wapeleke watoto wao private schools. Kesho tukutane wapi? Wapi kesho? Tumechoka. Kamunguji oye! Oye! Kenyatta murega! Murega! Rocio tweke atia? Tweke atia rocio? Na ukijipanga ya kesho, ukihariria www.tumechoka.com. Tauga rege www.tumechoka.com. Zakayo weke atia? Jeremiah Kioni.
Hello. Hello. Niliambia Zakayo atapelekwa nyumbani na sufuria. Na hii ndio inampeleka kwake nyumbani. Kesho mtokezee hapa Nairobi na kwingineko, tuhakikishe ya kwamba Zakayo ameshuka. La pili pia hakikisha umeweka sahihi kupitia kwa simu yako ama kwa karatasi ambayo umeipata. Hiyo ni njia imetambulika kwa katiba ambayo tumepatiwa ya kusema ya kwamba tumechoka na hii serikali, hatuwezi gojea miaka 5, lazima ashuke. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much. Kibra oi! Kibra oi! Si mumeona wamekuja? Principals wote wako hapa. Hapa ndio kwa maandamano ya nchi ya Kenya ni Kibra. Sisi ndio tuko number 1. Kesho vile baba amesema sisi wote tutoke asubuhi na mnajua vile tunafanya, si ndio? Kibra oi! Baba hapa kila mtu ni wako, hakuna haja tuongee sana. Vile utasema ndio tunafanya. Vile umetuambia kesho ni kesho. Lazima unga ishuke, si ndio? Lazima mafuta ishuke. Na tumeleta makaratasi hapa, kila mtu apige signature, tutawachia hapa leadership na lazima tusaini. Asanteni sana.